Well guys, g'day and welcome back to the channel. And as is quite typical for us, getting a park up space, even in somewhere as simplistic as a campsite, can be a little bit challenging, as you'll see here.
Go in, we turn right, and with the one on the end. It should be automatic, I think, the barrier.
Yeah, it is, yeah, so
Cool. Go in here. Zona 2, yeah. Yeah, we're around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's hardly any space here left here.
Mm-hmm.
The people that turn up, came for one night, they can just squeeze them in. Yeah.
One at the far end then, you reckon? Oh, it's always an interesting rival for the cooks. Well, it ended up being quite a nice spot for lunch. Don't judge us, by the way. Yes, that is the TV series Benidorm that we're watching. It makes us actually want to go and spend 48 hours in Benidorm, just sit back with a coffee or a beer and watch the carnage unfold. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So we have brought ourselves to a campsite because we are planning on doing the Caminito, if we don't get run over.
Caminito del Rey.
Yes, we are doing the Caminito del Rey. Which,
And I'm trying to find directions to the start.
Not really to the start.
Oh, well, to where we get the bus to the start.
Anyway, we'll catch up en route. But nice campsite, decent park up.
A little bit far from the toilets where we are, but apart from that.
There's no pleasing some people. Right, onwards. Oh and yeah, as I'm sure you're aware if you've ever researched this place, it's going to be blooming busy. Yeah, so our campsite is about 1k away from the north entrance, which is where we will pick up a shuttle bus. I think it's €250 each.
Yes.
That'll then take us to our starting point where we'll meet our guide. Two different types of tickets for the
Caminito. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Caminito. I got it wrong again.
One, a self-guide, but those tickets sell out months in advance.
That's €10. And I think when I was looking, what we now, May, I think you were looking at
July,
August.
August, yeah.
Yeah, so 3 months in advance you need to book that.
Or a guided one, and even those sell out. We just happened to get lucky. Nicola checked online and there was a spare space came up.
There are guided ones on the official website, €18, but again, they sell out about 2-3 months in advance. And then most of them go to the Vieta and Get Your Guide, third-party sellers.
Yeah.
And so you end up, we've paid about £25 each for this, whereas if you can do it on your own, you're paying £8.50.
So we'll be with a guide. I think it's English and Spanish spoken. They'll split you up into groups. I think the group in total is about 30 people. And we'll go from there. But yeah, we've got another probably half a K, not even a quarter of a K to go. Get on our shuttle bus, which will then hopefully take us to our starting point.
And it's very warm.
It's very warm. Well, that was confusing, so the bus just stopped and everyone kind of stood there, and some of us got off, some of us didn't. To get to the entrance of the Caminito del Rey, it's a 1.5k walk from where the bus drops you off, part of which is through a tunnel. I think it's this way, and let's just say that given the fact that 90% of people who were on our bus are now following us, i.e. following Nicola, we really do hope that this is the way. And as you can see, it's just carnage. This is us. Into the tunnel we go.
Wow.
Let's do it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, that's quite interesting. So we got to the starting point, and even though we have paid for a guide, she gave us the option, did we want to go alone? Which we said, yeah, because you can go at your own pace, and obviously we want to vlog as well and be able to sort of stop and start when we want. So a little bit of a rip-off.
Yeah, so we've paid probably £17 over the odds.
Yeah.
And if you can get a ticket on the website. So if you know you're coming 3 months in advance, try and get a €10 ticket.
Yeah.
By the way, a girl just tried to get in with open-toed sandals. Not allowed.
And I would say leave yourself, even if you're parking in one of the official car parks, leave yourself over an hour to get here. So, because I think it's one of those places as well where it's timed entrance. So, right?
That was quite stressful getting here, but at least we're in.
And of course,
I couldn't find the tickets. I'd only added one to my
yeah, one ticket. So look, she was about to go by herself. I was about to go to the pub. Oh, then again, given the fact that I suffer a little bit from vertigo, I think I'm going to say in about half an hour's time I wish I was at the pub. Right, we shall see you on the Caminito del Rey. Looking good. And again, so am I. Time to go. Muchas gracias.
Hasta luego, buen día.
So this is us. I'm glad I wore blue as well. Look at that. I'm all coordinated. Coordinated? There's a new word of the day.
I needed to go with the guided one to match my outfit.
Coordinated. Remember which team you're in. It's blue versus grey. So guys, I'm going to apologise up front if the audio is a little bit poor while we walk the Caminito. I really don't want to be fussing about with my little wireless mics because there's cracks all the way down to the bottom of the gorge. And I really would like to avoid going down there to pick it up, so apologies.
I'm holding on really tight to my phone.
Yeah, interesting that the guy went past there with the drill.
I know.
I think he's still putting the walkway together. Ooh. Can he come with us? This is impressive. Indiana Jones style. Almost, Nigel, almost. So guys, just below us here is the old path. Looks a bit sketchy. Did you spot me holding on tightly there? So much for Indiana Jones, Nigel. Nicholas just made a very, very good point. So obviously there are a lot of people who, do you want to go by yourself? Absolutely. And I'm not sure whether you'll be able to make this out, but over here somewhere, there's about 50 people all bunched up together.
All the people that were going on their own.
And then there's us.
But we've got a proper guide group behind us, so we're kind of in between the two, which is good.
And so far, vertigo is staying in check. Style master. It's as surprised as we are. Just gonna get a little bit of iPhone footage. Do you guys see that? There you go.
Hang on, don't move.
The Caminito del Rey.
Is that an ibex?
No, I think it's just a deer of some description. There it goes. Adios, dear. Good to see you. Let's just say, guys, that I'm glad that the bridges these days are slightly better. Oh, and we've caught up with the herd.
And vultures.
And vultures. Actually, they're probably catching up with us.
I thought it'd be a lot scarier than it actually is because they've got these thingies against the wall, but you really don't need to hold on to anything. It's so wide and flat, and so far pretty easy.
Is karma going to come back to bite her in the ass? That's the big question, guys. That's the big question. So guys, you're probably not going to be able to make this out, but just there is the bridge that spans the canyon that marks the end of the hike. Apparently one of the scariest moments.
The herd is coming. We need to move.
Oh God, let's go. Everywhere we go, there's always a herd.
Just taking a minute just
Oh. We're having a mindful moment.
Well, it was.
Chickens. Anyway, while Nicola's having her mindful moment. That's karma. We just heard one of the guides say that the tallest mountain in the park is just behind us here, 1,190 meters, I believe. And down in El Chorro, I think where we finish or where we started the hike, I'm not sure. There was a hike up to the top and back down again, 17k in total. Probably got all of those facts completely wrong, but oh, I cannot wait to be in the mountains. Here comes Mindful Maud.
Yeah,
What have we got?
struggling to find anything because there's no signal. We've got our European goldfinch.
European goldfinch. And an English long-necked bird and an Irish no-neck bird. Maybe you should donate part of your neck to me. Ooh.
Water in there now.
No agua. So guys, you may have noticed that for the last little while we have been walking just on normal gravel. I think we're actually coming up to more of the boardwalks. What we have noticed, however, across the other side of the gorge there seems to be a railway line, which I'm assuming is in operation. That would be a pretty cool train journey to do. In below tallest mountain in the park and right the way through the gorge, through some of the tunnels as well. There's a train journey to put on your bucket list if you're a train geek. Yep, I'll come back up to the boardwalks. Just been chatting to one of the officials here and I was sort of saying to him, oh, the train line across here, station to station, and he said actually it's now a high-speed train that actually goes a few kilometers on the other side. This is actually the little regional trains, and there's one in particular, I'll put the name up below, and it's kind of the Harry Potter train of this world, of this area. Something like how many thousand euros?
Between 12 and 17,000 euros to be on it for
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And you sleep on the train. I think as well though you can get little regional trains that maybe would pass you through some of these canyons.
And Cara to Malaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what he did also say was, what we've seen so far, it's been the warm-up for what's to come, so be careful. Remember Nicola's words from a few moments ago?
Karma.
So guys, I was also reading in one of the guides that if the wind is too strong, I believe, they send you through this way, missing out potentially the best part of the hike. So obviously you can't control the wind given the fact that you have to book your ticket well in advance, but just FYI, the most interesting bit of the hike now apparently. Ooh.
Wow.
So guys, again, the guy who we were just speaking to, this behind us here used to be a train station as well. How impressive is that? King's Cross, you can keep all your modernisation. What a location for a train station. Woohoo! And actually when I swing you guys around, you should be able to see the old path as well.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would not fancy that.
So yeah guys, just down below here, there's the old path. You can probably tell why they closed it down and re-engineered this new path, because that looks just a little bit sketchy. Look at me holding on again, like, oh,
You alright?
I'm grand. Little does Nicola know that I filled up my water bottle with beer. Wow, look at that guys. That's fabulous. Just spotted the bridge we've got to go across. I can feel my heart going already.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness gracious me. Having to cross that bridge. I think the one we're going to cross is bad enough, but Oh. Well guys, the moment of truth. It's time to cross the bridge. Not gonna lie, not a big fan of heights. Hola. Woo.
And 10, then stop here. Oh, please don't block the steps. Don't block the exit of the bridge. Thank you.
Oh man, that's a little bit. Ooh.
Fairly high.
Hang on, darling, turn around. Actually, it's not too bad to be honest.
It's actually completely fine.
Yeah, it's completely fine. It's not too bad at all.
Bounces Carrick.
No, it's not.
Slowly steps here.
Oh wow, look at this though. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the second part is definitely the most spectacular. It's fabulous.
Sí.
Sí, paseamos por ahí.
Oh.
Well, cheers girl.
Oh, cheers.
Good job. Oh, that is just what the doctor ordered. Right, we're going to enjoy these beers. We'll see you back at the van. Muchas gracias. Well, I say good morning, but actually it's pretty much evening now. Slow day
But
in the van.
productive.
Productive, working, laundry in.
Yep. Eating. There's always got to be eating.
Where was I? In fact, have a guess what we're about to go and do.
Put our order in for bread tomorrow.
Just thought we would come and have a bit of a explore the little campsite that we're staying at. Quite spread out. And we've actually got quite fortunate because it's a Saturday today and it looks like there's a lot of families who have turned up and they're enjoying themselves. But where we are, I think it's the old age pensioners retirement home. So we're all nice and chilled out and relaxed. It suits us just fine and dandy.
It's perfect.
If the weather had been nicer, we were maybe going to take a wander down to the little bar stroke restaurant because it's got really nice views apparently, but it's a little bit. We definitely got the best conditions yesterday for the hike. And I'm not sure whether it came over in the vlog, but we bloody well loved it. It was a really, really, really good hike. Really enjoyed that.
Yep, and suitable for most abilities.
Exactly, even old Vertigo Vic here. Right, shall we go and have a bit of a dander around? Oh, starting with rather nice views over the Imbalsa. Yeah, the campsite is, as is quite often the case in Europe, reminds me of some of the Greek campsite we stayed at. You're sort of parked in below a lot of the little pine trees.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, very uneven, sort of up and down, and they just put the vans in all sorts of weird and wonderful places.
And then they call it rustic.
Yes.
And this guy behind me's got probably the best view in the house, overlooking the Andalusian mountains as well.
Oh, wow.
Rather beautiful.
Oh, that's that. Oh, flipping it. Ow. Sorry about that. Twisted my foot on a rock.
She was almost a goner, guys. She was almost a goner.
I was so overawed by the view. It is actually really lovely.
Hasn't even had a beer yet. Now they also have a swimming pool, which you can see here, and it's an infinity swimming pool, but it's actually closed. It only opens in the summertime. Wow, that looks pretty nice.
Oh.
Oh, you probably heard her back there. Fear of missing out again.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
Cerrado.
Oh.
Piscina El Cerrado. Esta Cerrado. What are you doing?
Oh, look at it.
I mean,
Look at that and the views.
What a pool. Looks a bit green and murky.
It does look, it needs a clean, but can you imagine?
Yeah.
Although I can also imagine all the 20,000 kids in there as well.
A bit like a COVID soup bowl.
But look at the views you've got.
I know.
I mean, I know it's rustic here, but it's good value for money.
Brilliant.
It really is.
Actually, it was €19 a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, including the electricity. So.
Yeah. And the showers, I must mention the showers, really hot and they stay on the whole time. They're brilliant.
One thing though, you can't just book one night online. If you want to come for one night, you just turn up and you take your chances with you'll get a space. If you're on the booking system, you have to book for at least 2 nights.
But come for 2. Do the Caminito one day and then chill like we are. And it's beautiful. So
Very nice.
And especially if the pool's open. Have they got a restaurant or a bar or something as well that opens? Or have I made that up?
Yeah, where we are. Where we keep walking past.
Oh, is that the bar?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is all still part of the campsite. Well, I'm
Yeah, not got the best shoes on, Phil.
still falling over.
Uneven ground. These are my Greek shoes that are fine when you're just hanging about around the beach and stuff, but not so much for hiking. Although I did buy them in the disguise if they were walking sandals.
Yeah, we didn't do a huge amount of land about by the beach last year. Here you go, get your van up here. Views and a half.
Oh, it doesn't actually really go anywhere.
See, no pleasing some people. Not too shabby, folks, not too shabby.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
And the magic of cinema, it's actually the morning after the night before. The last little explore. You know, Nicola doesn't like to leave any stone unturned in
I
terms
could
of...
not come down here, I was insistent. This is nice.
Even though we've got stuff to do. And it's a blue flag area, so I'm sure in the warmer climates, lots of people are out here actually in the water. And again, you can rent paddle boards and kayaks and pedalos and all kinds of jive. Oh, we're doing the Frio test.
It's actually not cold. We
What?
could have gone for a dip.
But yeah, really, if you're coming to do the Caminito, I would highly recommend this campsite. It's got pretty much everything. And where we were in the residential retirement home, it was very quiet. Again, just be warned, probably in the summer months and most certainly at the weekend, I think it would be rather noisy.
Yeah.
Right, guys, well, we are going to head on. We've enjoyed our time here in the Caminito, as we say. It's certainly worthwhile doing. If you can pick up the self-guided tickets, then do it. But worth going, even if you have to pay over the odds for the non-self-guided tour, as we did. Right, well, that's pretty much us.
Yeah, I'm not leaving, I don't think. I think I'm going to stay another day.
So next week it'll just be me, by the sounds of things.
It's too nice here to go. You know when you sometimes get somewhere and you really feel comfortable, it's been one of those places.
Yeah, very nice,
Definitely.
very nice indeed. And actually not too bad, €19,
Yeah.
including electricity.
Yeah,
So
really good. And the showers are amazing.
UK campsites, take note. Right, guys, too much rambling. Time to get ourselves sorted. A few bits and pieces to go before we drive on. But as always, that will be a story for next time. Once again, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, take care, and even the sun's coming out. Bye-bye.